This is news. Yee. All right, so this is breaking. This is why we did live. We literally. Oh, I can hear. You can hear it?
Yeah.
No, I was supposed to hear the echo.
I think I know what that was. Let me put my headphones on.
All right, so bear with us, people. This is
How
live.
about now?
Yeah, I'm good. This is the first time we did a
Yeah,
live.
I had my phone leaning against the laptop, so the speaker is going back into the microphone.
All right, so this is the first time we went live, so bear with us, people. This is what it is. Breaking news. AEW. AEW. Come on. Brand new deal. Well, not a brand new deal, but they signed a multi-media rights deal with Warner Brothers. We all knew that was going to happen, but it did. The financial terms were undisclosed,
Mm,
according to sources, up to 150 million. Under the new deal, Dynamite Collision will remain on TNT and CBS.
okay.
Programming will stream live on Max simultaneously,
Okay.
and this all starts January 2025. So, what else? The pay-per-views will be available on Max later. At
Only Max, or is it still gonna do the?
Well, the deal also includes enhanced distribution rights across social media as well as potential new AEW programming on linear and digital platforms. But it just mentions Max. It doesn't say like it'll still be on like what was it, like Fight TV, something like that.
Yeah, Fight TV, and I know sometimes they be having stuff on Bleacher Report Live. Well, I don't know if they still do, but I do know Bleacher Report is under the Turner umbrella, if I'm not incorrect. So I'm sure that's part of the reason why they was able to do that.
Okay, so I'm assuming the AEW deal. I mean, we already knew what was going to happen, but I'm assuming it's in response on Max to the Netflix.
Hmm.
I would assume. So there's no mention of Rampage. So could that be what we talked about earlier with the Shockwave? Fox.
Could be. This just. I mean, if it's not mentioned, does that mean it's not part of the TV?
Well, yeah.
No,
If
because
it's
they
not
said
if it's not part of the TV deal, where's it going to go?
exactly. But the thing is, they mentioned other social media or something like that, non-linear slash digital devices. That could just be the way to cover up, say, any future content could be ours if we want it. Like, I don't know. I feel like after watching WWE have to deal with both Fox and what you call it, US, yeah, USA, before the switchover, it was like, well, I mean, it didn't happen too much, but every time we were talking, like, well, literally the TV execs were like, well, we want Roman to stay on our show. Y'all can't be doing the draft. And I don't, after seeing stuff like that, I don't think the AEW would do the same thing with the possibility to have to worry about that. I mean, I could be wrong, but
I don't know, but that's the first thing that stuck out to me when I saw that it said Collision, which was the weakest show, and Dynamite are remaining, and there was no mention of Rampage. I feel like that would be a prime time slot on Friday for somebody else, which rumor has says, and supposedly it says Swerve slipped up on the Breakfast Club and said that they should be on Fox. That could be the Shockwave. That could be a la Shane McMahon. That's how they
that'd be some crazy dealing.
that's how they snagged that up. But either way, being on Max is dope anyway for the streaming and for the fact that you should. I guess if they're going to stream it there, they're going to have their programming there. We can go back and watch either Dynamite, Collision, or past pay per views. Because as of now, you can't go watch All Out 2022 anywhere,
No,
right?
not that I know of.
Yeah, so that would be huge. Now they would have. I, I would think that they're going to announce this today, right? Since it
Yeah,
dropped, they would. So I would tune in definitely to Dynamite tonight. But I would imagine that they would have to say it. Breaking news: if y'all just joined us, AEW got a new deal with Warner Brothers, where Dynamite will be on Max and TBS and TNT. No mention of Collision. I mean, no mention of Rampage, which we believe is going to
it's
be
intentional.
Oh, cool sweatshirt. Thank you, Brian. It's OTC. You already know. Um, how do y'all feel about that? Watching about AEW getting the deal. Y'all with it? Y'all ain't with it? Y'all don't give a shit? Like, what y'all think? I think it's huge pause, like I said, and that would only mean that Friday's open for a new show, which I would believe will be Fox. Like I said, I believe we'll get the Shane, and I believe there's got to be a lot of different things happen, like money, like arena. Things are gonna have to happen.
Thing is, right? I'm happy for the money coming in. Obviously, he's gonna make better TV, better production. But I feel like without all the clarity, without knowing, again, if that thing end up on Fox, that's a major, major deal. So but let's say it's not on Fox, right? With the playback thing you mentioned, that's a very big thing. So I wonder if they're gonna have if they're gonna make it so that pay-per-views are able to play back, episodes are able to play back, or is it just gonna be pay-per-views? There's a lot of things that go open up. So with Max, I do think they have a chance to open up to an even bigger crowd with Max having somewhere like having a streaming service. Um, it's probably gonna be to combat Netflix. I mean, if you really want to go head for head for Netflix, you probably should put it on Hulu because WWE had a lot of stuff on Hulu. People still see Hulu as Netflix's first competitor, and I believe since WWE switched over, that the stuff isn't gonna be on Hulu anymore. I might be wrong about that. I don't know what CW stuff is on there.
If I'm correct, I believe it's because Tony and what's his buddy's name, Zala, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I
Something like
believe
that.
I'm trying to find. I know they said his name in there anyway. But anyway, yeah, Zala, David Zala. I believe they have a good relationship from what they said. And since James Gunn has taken over DC, remember how they used to have the DC shit over there before,
Yeah.
and then that kind of canceled. Whatever. I believe they need to do something to get people back on Max. Because
Okay.
listen, besides the new Game of Thrones, I don't really recall any time I go on Max to watch it.
Yeah, it used to be like Game of Thrones, Westworld, all types of different stuff. Now it's basically just Succession. Now it's just they just got Ballers. Now they just got what boxing on there. I don't know what else really. To be honest, so
So
it'd be a good idea for them, for both parties. I guess you should say.
I think it's definitely huge to if they have the streaming that we said like to go back like the network used to be, so we can go back. Daniel, how do you feel AEW doing Yankee Stadium for a pay per view, then Hammerstein for a go home show? I think it's dope. You know, I'm a Mets fan. I think it's dope, but I don't know if they have the audience for Yankee Stadium right now because they seem to be really a lot of shit's going to have to change, which I believe
But for a pay per view though, for a pay per view, they should be fine.
in New York.
I don't know how much to my knowledge, as a baseball fan, they call Yankee Stadium a shoebox. They call it small. I don't know how much it seats. I just know it's an easy part to hit a home run in.
It's
So
pretty decent pose, but I'm just saying like I don't even think they really filled Hammerstein that much.
yeah, that's another question altogether. Hammerstein House holds how many seats?
Last night Yankee Stadium was in the Gorgeous George 1950s. Yeah, I think they would have to make some major announcements like they're doing. Um, I think they're just gonna have to make some major moves. They're gonna have to really up their programming, and especially like we got to drop in maybe like an hour that we just did like right before we heard this, which is why we're live. Um, but
2,500 for Hammerstein.
yeah, the NXT on the C Dub was crazy. Like whether you like NXT or not, because I'm 50-50 with it, it was still a big look. You know what I mean? So AEW is gonna have to do a lot of shit. Like storylines are gonna have to get better. Wrestlers are gonna start getting along. Like matches are gonna have to mean some more shit. Production wise, is going to be better. Like I'm hoping with this deal, a lot of shit's gonna change. Wait, I mean, it could bring them back. I mean, it's a good look, but if you don't feel it, and then the haters on the internet, the IWC, are gonna be showing pictures of Yankee Stadium, you know, not
Empty. Yeah.
not, not sold out, then there we go. But
Yeah, kind of funny that he mentioned Gorgeous George. That's how long ago. Gorgeous George is the dude Muhammad Ali copied his swag from. So you know how long ago that was. Like, yeah, wrestling ain't been up there for a minute.
I mean, nonetheless, it would be a good look if it happens.
Oh, for sure. Wrestling love saying they in a big venue. All them years of WWE, including every employee in the stadium as attendance and all that line they be doing. That ain't just because why not? It make it look good, So it's like,
Yeah, because every pay per view now with WWE is like sold out, best ever. I don't believe that, but
well, I mean, yeah. If you say it every time, it can't be right. Like, what?
don't tell me you go it's sold out. Like it's the best it's ever been. Like stop. Like we know wrestling and WWE is at a it's like top tier right now. But don't tell me
It's a new peak, let's say.
yeah, but don't tell me you going crazy like every time. But anyway, like I said, this is AEW. Again, if you just got breaking news, AEW secured their deal from Warner Brothers. Dynamite Collision was the only two mentioned. Will still be on TBS and TNT. It will be streamed on Max and other things. So we're speculating that it's probably going to be the library, which again would be cool if they have the Ring of Honor shit over there, because there wasn't no mention of that either. Maybe we'll get some clarification tonight on Dynamite on the 5-year anniversary, which makes the right sense to drop it. Which also could be a good time if indeed Shane is there. Shane pops up and said like act like he secured the deal. That'd be dope.
You get an invasion storyline going type shit.
Do some shockwave shit, but it's a big deal because let's be honest. A lot of y'all and WWE super stands tribal thought they weren't going to secure a deal and thought it was about to be over for them. Which
Yeah, I saw that a couple places. I'm like, bro, are y'all crazy? This dude's connected to the biggest soccer league in the world, is the NFL. Like, you think he don't know how to get a TV deal?
and he's a billionaire. Like he alright. But what did I say after that? Yeah, like I think as of tonight, I think they beat WCW's like thing, right?
I believe so. I could be wrong.
Which I
No. Well, let me see.
which I still don't get if you wanted it to fail because then you don't like wrestling, bro. If you want another wrestling company to fail, you don't like wrestling. I don't watch TNA per se. I'm on there sometimes, with Dolph and some good matches, and I love Jordan Grace. But I don't sit here and tell you or like hardcore fans like, bro, I wish TNA would just get out of business. Like I'm over. Like I want people to work, and obviously for villain that's villain's cup of tea. If that's your thing, watch your thing. Like I want people to watch different shit that they enjoy. I don't watch NXT, but I don't shit on it.
Right.
Well, we might say bad things like when we critiquing, but I don't be like, yo, they just need.
Yeah, but we don't just shine it just to shine it. We talk, we critique it. We want it to improve. All that.
Just like we Collision has been bad since CM Punk has been gone.
Yeah. Monday Night Nitro was 95 to 2001.
What up, Ryan? Ryan? Okay, that's Ryan, Mr. Comment everything we drop.
I'm looking at this.
What do you think Malachi does? Do you think he resigns? Yo, that's another thing. They say WWE wants Malachi. I think it's simply to get him away from AEW. Because if you think realistically, like let's look at the landscape of WWE right now, especially with Shinsuke sitting out and AJ sitting out. What are they going to do with Malachi? Where is he going to fit in the storyline? He's not getting a belt. So where is he going to fit in the storyline purposes?
Is House of Black dead?
They're not dead, but
You still got the trios. You still got. I mean,
yeah,
if he resigns, it could work
Julia
with
Hart.
AEW.
Julia Hart is still, so that's still a thing. But they've been booked strong since, like Brody's been killing people. Buddy was hurt, he just got back, so he's been doing his thing. They're not dead, but again, even if they were dead, what's he going to do on WWE?
Fair point.
Oh, let me answer this question quick.
Yeah, go ahead. I see it.
Do you think AEW will put the pay per view on Max? Yeah, they already said that it's going to be on Max. But go ahead, Kenny.
I think he should stay. Personally, we already seen what happened over there. And they not lately. Like back in the day, if you left WWE, you could come back and I mean, you obviously as a person gonna have to ignore all the other stuff. But a lot of times they came back as a different person, and even if we knew it was the same, person, it was a different character. They don't do that anymore. So if you're gonna come back, all we're gonna remember is all the stuff he did to him before he left the first time. And we were like, well, unless you're gonna just again, unless he's gonna come back to somebody else. So with all that still gonna be there, there's gonna be a no. And then again, he might not be killing it on AEW, but there's just between House of Black and himself, if you want to do it that way, there are multiple different ways for him to continue compared to WWE, where you starting fresh, but not fresh. You starting fresh as in starting over, but we still got a negative connotation in our mind. So it's like, nah.
Yeah, that's crazy. But while y'all here, throw out some questions real quick we can answer before we go. We just wanted to come here because it was going to be too long to cut the video we just did now and then do another one. So I figured we just come on live with the breaking news about AW, Max, Dynamite, Collision, TNT, TBS. Won't stay there. No mention of Rampage, which we believe might be Shockwave with Fox or somewhere else. But, we had to break that news real quick because I know the rest of the YouTubers are going to go crazy with it and the other channels. So make sure you subscribe and like this before y'all leave. But ask some questions before we out. I wouldn't mind him winning the world title against Danielson. Who, Malachi?
Ooh, I don't know about that. I mean, I wouldn't mind. I mean, I wouldn't mind. I'd probably talk mad shit, but I just don't see it.
Yeah, like with the way his run has been, I don't see him as a world title person over there yet. I could see him at their Atlantic. I could see him as TNT. Their world, he would have to be booked different for him to do that. I don't see that happening. Uh, as far as AJ Styles and Kevin Owens going over there, that's a possibility. AJ would be dope. I don't know what he. I think he said he won.
I ain't gonna lie. As soon as I read that comment, I said he gonna talk shit about fucking Kevin Owens. He gonna be like, it was cool when we, because I ain't gonna lie. There was a point in time where I think I mentioned it to you when we thought it was gonna happen, and you was like, oh, that could be cool because everybody else was going and it was gonna be like a thing. But if he going by himself now or he going with AJ Styles, it's like, well, what they gonna do? They gonna be some managers? Like, I don't know.
Like I think AJ would be cool because I think he could still do some tough work. But I think he'd mentioned that he wanted to stay at WWE and end it, and then be like a trainer and all that shit. So I don't see him going unless maybe he just got sick of WWE for some reason. But I don't really see him leaving. As far as Kevin
Yeah.
Owens, I think Kevin Owens is probably. I think he could still get some good work pause in AEW, and I think he's noticed after the Cody shot, they're not going to book him to be a champ again. Like he's done. Like his run is done. I don't want to see him as a tag team champ. Intercontinental maybe, but no, definitely not United States. So his run is done. He's done all he could do in WWE. So he can go get some fresh shit in AEW. Maybe come back as a heel, be with the Young Bucks. That would be crazy, be unexpected. Have a couple, maybe another year or two, and it'd be good. Ryan, AEW be on TNT, TBS, and Fox. Not bad for a company that was supposed to die. Yeah, that's what we said. A lot of them was hating, thinking they wasn't going to get a deal. We knew they was going to get a deal. We didn't know how good it was going to be, and what kind of production was going to happen. But we knew they was going to get a deal. It's Tony. Would you have the Intercontinental title, international title, my bad, over to Ricochet in order to set up a world title match with Bryan for tonight? Who's better than Ricochet to be international champ? Well, Who's international champ now?
Right now, I feel like we just talked about this and I forgot already.
Is that Okada? Or did I?
Maybe.
What,
Let me double check. I don't want to say nothing wrong while we on
yeah,
the live.
because
Should be.
Will has the Atlantic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, Osprey. Yeah, Osprey. That's what I thought. I don't. I don't think I would let Ricochet be Osprey that quick. I would like to see them like have maybe a couple back to backs, pause, and then yeah, give it to Ricochet. So you got to give it to Ricochet at some point because you got to make him come over to AEW for a reason. He's gonna give you
Right.
good. Gonna give you good matches, but I just would.
Well, I mean, I think personally, it would depend on how fast you're gonna get us something. Like, I feel like the longer it's gonna take, the bigger the belt gonna have to be, because like he can do international now. If you don't, well, actually, if anything, I guess him versus Okada would probably be a weird match. I don't know if that's ever happened before. I'm not really sure it's an AEW match, but I mean, I guess that could work if let's do it like that. Okay, so, but my way of looking at it is Okada down here, not like as a wrestler, but with the belt he got, Continental Champion right here. Then you got Will Ospreay's belt, and I do want Will Ospreay to hold that belt a little bit longer, so that's a little further away. You got the TNT. I don't remember how long Jack Perry's had it, but his run is too soon. But you do. using one of those belts to set up a Bryan Danielson match would be dope. But I mean, you don't really need to have a belt already to go face a belt, really. So I mean, he's going, but it needs a marquee match. I will say that it's gonna have
Or
to be like.
are you saying you
Go ahead.
want? Are you saying I'm talking to Ryan too? Are you saying you want Osprey to take the belt off Daniel? Because I believe, and we haven't obviously done predictions.
Oh, okay, so he
I,
lose that, so he could go. Okay, that
yeah,
makes sense. Okay,
it makes sense in that aspect, but I believe Moxley is going to take that from Bryan.
yeah, that's what I think.
I think Moxley's going to take it. We're going to get some heel shit. It's going to be a nice little heel run. So for the next face that he puts over, is about oh shit, he be heel Mox.
Yes, if that's the case, then mm, I don't know. I do like the Osprey dancing, but like you said, I do see Mox being in the picture still. So
Yeah, because
it's a tough one.
Mox is facing him at the next pay per view. I believe he wins, unless some other shit happens. But well, I mean, I guess I can go either way because then you can kind of give Bryan his get back by winning, and then maybe still get the will match. But I would rather see a heel Moxley win, retire Bryan, them have a cool ass heel run, and then the next face, which Osprey, give it to him and let him run with it, a la nice face. Now, fuck with it right here. Osprey's the champ. He's the face, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who takes the belt off the face? A heel Jay White, and we finally get that Jay White title run
Be better than JY versus Okada again. I like it. I definitely like it.
because
You just gotta get there without being convoluted.
Will beat Jay if I'm correct, right, in New Japan.
Correct. I believe that was the last match.
So how get your get back, and we've all wanted Jay to be champ anyway.
Not incorrect.
I know I do. No, please. Brian said no, please not Mox. I go with MJF over Christian before Mox.
I can get with MJF. I can't get with Christian. I refuse. That's that. I will go get my mock shirt and put it on right now. That's disrespectful.
I like the Christian run, but I can't believe
The
you.
run was fine, but it should not be repeated. That's what makes it good. Part of what makes it good, at least for me, was we
Ryan,
didn't see it coming.
Ryan. I can't believe you disrespecting Mox. Heel Mox is fire. Heel Mox is fire. I love John Moxley, and I love him as a heel. And then MJF, I believe he's shooting Happy Gilmore too, so he's gonna be gone for a minute.
Oh, here now, I didn't even see that. So I'll show you what I'll be paying attention to.
So breaking news: if you ain't know that, MJF is gonna be in Happy Gilmore too. So he a movie star now. He ain't worried. He good, bro. With the deal and tonight, there has to be surprises tonight. You can't come on TV and be like, "Yo, we got a deal. All right, cool. So let's go back to our regular program." Like somebody got to show up. And
Well, I mean, remember the last, well, not the last time. I remember one time, maybe it was the first time. He had like a big announcement. The show was banging, and then the announcement was really not all that. Like it was like he did all that for that little last announcement. So I mean, if anything, he almost always over delivers. So I'm not gonna mind it too much.
well, that's why I said Mox retires Brian because I believe
Well,
Brian.
it definitely can't be Christian then. If
Yeah,
Christian retired,
yeah. But I believe Mox retires Brian because Brian respects John. So I think it's a respect thing. But that's why I said so the star that Mox puts over would be Will. Oh shit! That's even good too. Hurt Syndicate tonight.
nah, that'd be dope.
I don't think it's gonna be Swerve with Brian because he still got unfinished business with Hangman. And unlike no shade, but I like to CM Punk and Drew. I would like to see this continue because they be putting out some bangers and it's crazy. And you're not gonna throw my back on a motherfucking cylinder block, and I'm just gonna let you slide when I get back. And
No,
and MVP said, so y'all just gonna let that happen and ain't no get back.
right.
So he ain't gonna just come back to be like, never mind about
Looked like he need new management. So
yeah. But I wouldn't mind seeing Bobby pop up tonight
that'd be
with
crazy.
because maybe that could be. Maybe Heyman got a segment. We just speculate. Maybe Heyman has a segment. MVP says, you know what, we're gonna get our get back. Bobby come out there and destroy him. And by yo, tell Swerve call us because we got business.
No, I can see that for sure.
My only problem with Swerve joining the syndicate is you can separate Swerve and is you can't. Yes, you can. MVP did it. He said you ain't handling your business. Your man got jumped. He got fucked up. I don't know about you, Ryan. I know me and Kenny, we from certain boroughs. Your man can't get dealt with, and you just chilling like ain't.
Just yeah, nah.
They got to be get back. So that's how you get rid of him. And I was seeing people say like Keith Lee and Leo Rush. I was like, first off, Keith Lee's mad disrespectful. I know he's cool. I know he's a good talent, but he's been gone for so long that doesn't even make sense.
We talk about for a title shot?
No, for a Swerve, this
Oh,
for the no,
I had a heart attack.
no for the syndicate. That's he's
No, see, Swerve and Nana is not like Andre and Heenan. And even if they were, Andre ain't mean Heenan. Heenan just made it so much more. Nana ain't nothing like Heenan. Like
no.
that's not anywhere close to me.
You
Bobby
rock,
the Brain Heenan, that's that.
rock, you rock.
This is beyond me.
Yeah, you
I'll
rock.
give you Swerve could be like Andre. He could be the biggest star in the world. Really, he could. I'll give you that. Literally the biggest star in the world. I'll give you, but
Right,
not and Heenan is crazy.
right. You be having good take. Just wasn't there. But as far as Keith Lee, he's been gone too long. Can't see it. Leo Rush, he's cool and all, but no, he's like no, just kind of like clowny for me. Like he just ain't gonna work. Hobbs, I can feel Hobbs. Hobbs been hurt. He waiting for something to do. I can see Hobbs. We need muscle. Like pause. Hobbs, Lash, Cedric. Yo, that could work.
He disappear? That's crazy. Nana's the best manager in wrestling today. I'm not really gonna disagree with that. I mean,
That's great. I did.
we back.
Can you? Nah. I mean, I can see you.
I mean,
Can you hear me though?
I can hear you, but
All right.
it's
Well,
frozen.
I'll just answer the question. Well, we have a storm going on right now, so
Nah,
I'll just answer what's happening. Swerving Nana like what Nana is the best manager wrestling today. Hobbs is the shoe in for the Hobbs is definitely Hobbs. You know what? That's a good steal of me anyway. So that means I'm just thinking. So y'all listen. Hobbs, Cedric, Lash, Swerve is fire, and I would also add like a female in it. Ain't got to be right off the rip, but
yeah, I can see that.
somebody get that would have been a good spot if Jade was still there. That would have been crazy. Yeah, these songs just crazy, but we still delivering content. That's why y'all need to make sure y'all liking and sharing these things and subscribing because we still out here with the storm. We still delivering. You just get to see Kenny move and not me. Pause.
Yeah, I mean, well, living in Florida, you get used to the storms, but this is crazy. Let me see some. I wanted to look at something I was looking at earlier for AEW tonight. Where the website went? Oh, there you go. All right, so Wrestle Dream is 10 days away. Tonight got to be big. Like, there's no other way to look at it.
Bro, you can't come announce the deal and then be like, all right, cool, we're gonna go back to our shit.
Well, they in Pittsburgh tonight. Then they're gonna be in Ohio. Then they'll be in Washington, and then Wrestle Dream is also in Washington, and then they go down to Cali. Yeah. I'd have to double check, look at some of the things on the roster, maybe. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna have to be 5-year anniversary. You got a wrestling show coming up. It's gonna be a banger. Bryan versus Okada and Ospreay versus Ricochet
Right. I
winners.
can say this right now. Once they said that it was gonna be the rules of if the match go over 20 minutes, Okada keeps his belt. I already knew the match is gonna go over 20 minutes. Okada gonna keep his belt, and Bryan gonna win. As far as Ospreay Ricochet, like I said, I believe it's too early to give it to Ricochet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with that. No arguments from me.
Yeah, so
Ospreay Ricochet, Okada Bryan, Serena D versus DMD. I believe we've seen that already. And Adam Page versus Juice Robinson. I think that's gonna be actually a banger of a match, underrated actually. So yeah, that's the 4 matches we got on the card as of right now.
do you see any shocking thing besides the Shane that I had, which probably won't happen, but I believe it could happen? Do you see any surprise guest?
Nah. I mean,
Like, you think we can get a Bob Lashley tonight? You think nah, that's just too soon.
let me see. They got. I mean, you'd have to do it tonight. It'd be too close if you want to do it next week, because you still have two more shows, three more shows before the pay-per-view. If you want to be technical.
I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna say Ricochet can't win, especially like I said, if they want to reward him, like give
I'm
him.
not gonna see him winning. I just wouldn't
Yeah,
choose him to win.
yeah. Like I can see him having incentive to getting a belt, so he can like be like, yeah, I'm doing my shit over here, like I'm doing my thing. I just personally wouldn't want to see Osprey lose right now, but I'm not gonna say I couldn't see it or I wouldn't be like, oh shit, okay, that's cool. I wouldn't be mad,
Right.
but you know what's crazy? I can't even do nothing for the screen to like refresh itself. It's just there.
Yeah, you'd have to like basically leave it.
Yeah, but I'll probably end it in a minute anyway because I know you got to go pretty soon.
Yeah, they're.
But all right, people. So with that being said, Ryan, definitely appreciate you, bro. Good to talk to you live. We'll do more lives like this. This was just a spur of the moment thing because I didn't have time to tape that shit all over again for breaking news. So if y'all fucking with it, then we'll do some more lives like this. But we got another video dropping like in about 2 hours. Check that out. Make sure you check out Dynamite because we will be watching that. Talk about that some more too, especially if there's some big shit that happens. But appreciate you, Ryan. Appreciate all y'all that popped up. Subscribe before y'all leave. Kenny, you already know Kenzo.
Get the merch. You feel me?
Get the merch in the Discord is all in the description box. So be yourselves. Stay safe.